People here, shouldn't we? So hands up who has been in contact with any kind of harmonising, singing, or Tibetan bowls, Himalayan bowls, crystal bowls. Tell me how you have been. Tell me first. Tell me first.
I know a very lovely lady, Lily is her name, she's sort of a yogi, and she did with me free sounding, where basically both of us would make some, whatever our soul, and basically it's quite it builds up into quite a remarkable experience, this whole thing.
Yes, I know what you're saying. We'll do some of that tonight. Yeah. Hands up first, who actually likes toning and singing, vaguely vocal?
What did you say? What singing?
Do you all like singing and harmonising singing?
Well, I like singing, but I'm not necessarily very off the cuff.
So you like singing, and what is your experience of things like this?
Well, I've got a Tibetan bowl, I just
like it.
Yeah, and I've done the same. I mean, I've been in a women's group.
Okay.
Who do the kind of thing that we were just talking about.
That's encouraging, because when some people know and do this kind of thing, it's quite nice to know that you can then have the second experience of doing something slightly different, but on the same note, really, isn't it? Okay, so was it you who had an experience as well?
Well, not with Tibetan bowls and singing. I mean, singing, just normal singing, right? Trying to harmonize. And I do Tibetan Buddhist meditation, but it's just ringing the bowls.
Okay. Okay. So, are you all interested in knowing what the bowls do and where they come from? Because this is, I was told it was going to be a demonstration as well. Because this is up here. I've got all these different bowls, and I've got, for instance, this is a hand beaten, and you see all the little lumps and bumps on it. Okay, little bangs where you can beat, and then they say a prayer after each thing. So it must be absolutely ages and ages to make a bowl, mustn't it? If you think about it, then do a little prayer, and they beat it again until they get the right note. So this one comes from India, from a place called Orissa. So don't all be fooled if you think they only come from Tibet and Himalayan mountains, because they don't. Some come from Japan, but this is another hand-beaten bowl. This is obviously a different tone. It's a lovely sound. And that's a lovely little beat. You see all the beaten bits in there again.
Yes.
Very old, this one.
Lovely. Use the harmonics in there.
It certainly is. This has actually got 4 partials. You can hear them in a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the dents where the beat is running. You'll be hearing that when I do sound parties later anyway. That'll be for you to do meditation with. And they do go on for a rather long time.
Wonderful, yeah.
So try and close it down. This is the third one, very similar. Again, this is on a different tone. This isn't really wearing where it's been so old. It's getting thin around the edges.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Very thin. Alright. And as you can tell, they have their moods on. Did you notice that? It's been. Okay. And that's thinner on the top here, as you can see. It's a lot thinner, and you can see where the wall thin away. That's what's thin. And then we have you get little shallow ones. Now these are called the Manipura ones, and they're sometimes Japanese. This is a machine tooled one.
Interesting note.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this one's called, I've got a funny little name, but as I say, they're pure. That's because it's a machine-tooled one, not a hand-beaten one. It's made by a machine. You can tell the difference, but you can't hear the tone. Only the one. Doesn't go back. Apparently, it's quite expensive. I could do that. And then we've got all these others are just. This is another machine tooled one. This is made with about 4 different metals. Again, machine tooled. And with a higher lip across the top.
Doesn't everybody make them in Birmingham?
Pardon?
Does nobody make them in Birmingham?
Oh, that surprised me.
It would be a good idea if they did.
Do it probably. That's the different coppers all the way around the outside. And the top of that lip there, oddly enough, it's a yang bowl, which is masculine. And you think nice lips would be from a girl, wouldn't you? It's actually not the other way. That thick lip makes it a yang bowl. And underneath sharp.
Yeah, it's too far away.
It's got all these different, yes, it's got, contrary to popular belief, none of these hand-weaving bowls have 7 metres in the air. That's actually a slight myth. I think a lot of people like to say that. But in actual fact, some of them really just brass and copper. So I don't know where that kind of this big blown up idea came from. It certainly isn't. I'm not going to progress on that one because they're not.
What is it they're supposed to have? I didn't catch
They suppose a lot of people say that the hand-beaten ones have got about 7 different metals from the earth, and it's not necessarily true. Some of them maybe sometimes just copper and brass. So isn't that again? I'll show you the bottom of this one. This is a coloured machine tool, as you can see. Again, just all the nice patterns around it, which is rather nice in Sanskrit. Chatting there, to there, and then. That's a yang as well, because it's got that one single tone again, as you can hear. It still makes a nice sound. I'll just show you the small ones. The small one. It's a Japanese one. And this one is used in meditations. So it's space clearing. And you don't go around with that when you actually do this in corners, just to clear away any negative energies. And that's what this is with Japanese one. Again, it's machine tooled. And then save this one to the last because the first one I ever bought about 25 years ago. Look how lovely and dirty. Look how gorgeous that is. That's got a lovely tone. And it's much thicker. This is thicker, and you can actually go around this one.
What is the bar made of?
This is wood with a suede top. You get the dull sound with the suede and the sharp sound with the plain wood. And this is the wrong mallet to use. I've got a tiny one up here, which I'll show you. This one. Handmade. Pretty one. You see how with different mallets you get a different sound. Now can you hear that? Wow. Very well made bowl because it's machine made.
Do you put any resin or anything on the hammer? Just the wood.
That's lovely.
Nice little beats there, isn't it? Yes, lovely little beats. And of course, you must all know what this is. This does the opening prayer sometimes. Sometimes you can buy just the vibrations on the top, have them separately. I don't go that deep because I like to just give people the joy. I'm not here to teach you anything, by the way. I'm just here to share with you everything that you already know, all of you. Sometimes if you go, oh, yes, that's because you knew it. You knew it already. And that's what my mission statement is. Over there on the table, you will find my mission statement says that I'm not here to teach you anything at all. I'm just here to remind you of what you already know. I think that's quite important because you do know it all. This is why I don't dress up in the white and be above you. We're all equal. All of us are equal. And you all know things I don't. So that's how I look on all this kind of thing. So, I can say to you, have you any idea in that picture what that is? Is that 10?
I have an idea. Want to hear?
Yeah, please.
It's the result of a sound vibration on a timpano or some sort
That's
of
right.
thingy of some sort.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. That picture is one of about 200 that I've got.
Oh yes, the dust starter nodes. Yes,
It can be
vibration
It's
nodes.
the membrane,
Yes.
and then either iron filings and sand. Have any of you heard of John Reed?
We've met.
Gentleman, yeah, he's cymatics.
Yeah, we met John Reed. Does anyone know John Reed?
John Reed.
Yes.
He lives in the north.
Yes.
And yeah, well,
We visited.
I was honoured to go to his house. It was put up on the screen, and we just took photographs of these different shapes. And I've had that one frame just to show around when I go out, just to show the magic of sound.
Yeah.
Can you think what it does? Like this Remoto's water. You know, how it changes crystals in the water. I mean, how amazing. So we are so much water, aren't we? So how amazing is that actually going to resonate with us, which is why I think the person who's doing sound art with a pure heart, you will go away with that, because some people have had uncomfortable feelings when they've come out of the sound, because they think, oh, I didn't like that. Because it's best if you've all got a pure heart and an open mind to all this as well. Now, obviously, after you can go and have a look at the stuff here. But with this, now, the history of the crystal bowl. Has anyone know anything about the crystal bowls? Been to a sound bath with the crystal bowl? The crystal bowls are a product of the computer industry. Many years ago, when the bowls were manufactured, and then somehow or other, magically, the quartz of computers were made within this bowl, and they cling together like that and make a quartz.
Hold on, but what of the computers were made in this bowl?
The quartz that go into computers, like you've got
The quartz crystals.
Yes.
You
And
know,
this is the byproduct of it, and someone must have gone along and gone, oop. I thought, well, that sounded nice, and that's how it started, apparently. But it is actually written here. I did some research on it, but I thought, well, actually, you know, it actually does say this. That, and of course, I don't like printing off where it's got black, because it robs you of black ink.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, I've got to do it, because I couldn't find any white background with the same subject, so I had to do 3, all that black ink. Look at it all, what a waste. It's a shame, isn't it? But it's very interesting that it says that they're made of 99% of silica sand quartz. So, and obviously nowadays, it's really expensive to buy the bowls. Years ago, you could buy a whole set of like these for about 9 or 10 bowls. and last week was about £1,000, and now it's like 2 or 3, because they've clicked on, which is a bit naughty really, isn't it? And it says here that the crystal singing bowls were originally a product of the computer industry, where quartz can be heated at high temperatures, and then quartz crucibles have been used to grow the computer chips. So I'm presuming that that's what they are, the crucibles. So any questions on that, or any comments? I can't answer anything, but you've got any comments on that. So it's very interesting about how they work. So, have I told you everything about the Sorry? Oh, just, you were thinking aloud, were you? Yeah. That's all right, you're happily welcome and share what you can say. Now, you get all sorts of different singing bowls, you get talking bowls, you get panic bowls, and you get these talking bowls they're played on, I don't have one, but they've got a little, imagine a dessert bowl with a little stand underneath, so you hold the little stand sideways and you play it that way. And apparently they sound like they're talking. I've heard them, but they don't actually, to me, perhaps I haven't got trained enough here to do that, but you get all different types of bowls. Now, this tiny one I told you about just now, the tiniest one that I played last, you can do your meditation, breathing meditation with that. Okay? So I thought what we do, just to for a second, is just to go into a different state. Before we do some singing. Okay? Just for a couple of minutes, we'll just go around and breathe in, nice deep breath in, okay? And we'll just give ourselves a circle of this every time, okay? Nice deep breath in. It's not a guided meditation, so just feel free. Thank you. Goodbye. The sacred A-E-I-O-U, and it's when you start singing that together, it's a bit like the A-E-I-O-U at the end of it. It joins the language and makes sense of the language. And we know that Hebrew had no vowels, and it all consonants, and as the languages grew and developed, they had the consonants, but they said, you can all Google it, you can all find it on the net without saying with A-E-I-O-U. When you actually sing, it sounds really nice. So we'll start on a note, we'll do one long A, okay? And if you run out of breath, you can do it again, okay? And I have got a shooting box over it. Are anyone familiar with these, the shooting box?
The what box?
Yeah, the shooting. That little brown box over there on the table. Well, I'll get that in a minute and we'll do some singing work. We'll just do the A-E-I-O-U first. So I'll do the A first, okay, and then do join in on the A, okay? Any note. And if you want to harmonise, please do, because we all normally change notes anyway. Okay? Any note? This is wonderful. You sound really wonderful. Well, I'm very impressed. I'm going to chair. From difficulty. But when you've got some powerful melodies as well, it's harmonised really well. And if you just do one. Just do one note of this particular song, and I'll do two notes for the next one. This is called the shooting box. Although it originates from China, it actually adopted itself in India. Even though the Chinese invented, every single culture on earth has some kind of a wind box, whether it's your little in South America, or whether you've got your concertina, or whether you've got your accordion. It's always the air, and even the when I do these things for the older people, they said, "Oh yeah, that's an old squeeze box." So I didn't know that, you see. So I learn all the time from these really older people. It's, "Oh yes, we remember the squeeze boxes," and that's what it sounds like. Now, if I just do a note like this, okay. Now, if any of you want to join in with any harmonising you can, I will do sort of like a song with it, and I'll probably go higher and lower. Now, if you pick up on that tune I'm doing, please join in. You're welcome to join in, all of you. And if you want to just stick on the one note, please do as well. We'll see what sound we make, shall we? It's so healing and therapeutic to do this sound with people. Okay? So, I do hope that you actually got something from that, because it's just a lovely sound, isn't it? Well, we'll do that again. I'll do some, after sing a few words with this one. Please harmonise with it, okay, all of you. Do you want to sit on the chair then? Yeah. Is that me? It's nice.
Please up on this bit as well.
Nice fresh light to it, isn't it? Just encourages you to actually sing, doesn't it? It actually makes you in some way want to sing. If I just do a verse from this, and then when you feel you want to break into it, will you please do? Because it's for you that I'm doing. It's not, I'm just here to do it for you. I'm, just for you to enjoy this, okay? Nice find something out about your own voice. That's quite nice to find that out, isn't it?
We get different notes. We get different notes.
Well, this is a G one here. We can do different ones. You have to then change the thought pattern.
What?
Your thought pattern has to be changed, like this.
Well, we have to do that. I can change my thought pattern. That's easy, isn't it?
Hang on, just do one here. Like that one? Okay. Bring it on. Come on. relaxing sound bath now? Or do you want a nice relaxing sound bath now? You're into a nice relaxing meditative state, yeah? Do you like that? So, I just hope you enjoyed it. It helps to bring out your singing and your vocal talents, really. I mean, there are other ways of doing it. There are things like overtoning and harmonising. It's just wonderful how you can get different people. And it's also nice, when I do sound workshops, it's nice to get people together to do it together and get them to build with this sound that comes up, it just comes like a fountain down again. Really powerful. Men and women, the men sing together, the women sing together, they swap over. It's really nice, it's really nice. It's really worth doing the sound and the vocal. So, I'm just going to take a photograph of my things. Okay, people. And get some nice idea of what this. Lovely. It's too dark to put you nice people now, isn't it?
Yeah, dark.
Oh, it's too dark now, isn't it? That's a shame.
Yeah, 10 euros.
Don't have to make you smile, do I? You can't see. So are you all warm enough? Because when you start listening to the sound, you sometimes go a bit cooler. So if you're all quite comfortable, are you? Okay. If I can see what I'm doing. If I can't, I think that's some lights out, haven't I?
Do you need some lights on?
I don't want any top lights on, no. That would be, what about a few more of these? Put one, float around. Nothing advanced or anything, but so we put a load. That's what I know what I'm doing. Just imagine a little bit more l'ambiance, as they say in France. Okay, so
Do those crystal bowls play a sound?
oh yes. Oh yes. Would you like to hear one now before we start? So you'll know what we're hearing later. Word is the computer industry.